Hello, child development students. This is part 2 of the How to Obtain Your Permit video series. Part 1 was determining the level that you're eligible for, and after you've done that, you are ready to apply for your permit. So you will go to www.childdevelopment.org and you'll click on the Child Development Permit Stipend Program. Once you click there, over on the right-hand navigation, you'll see all the applications. Most of you will be first-time permit application, but there's also the renewal or the upgrade permit applications. So let me just walk you through some of the basics on the first-time permit application. So it will open up as a fillable PDF. Very important to read all of the instructions. Most important is to use the current program year's applications only. If you have old applications, the consortium will just send them back to you. You must use the current program year's applications. So just scroll down and make sure to read all of the information. The consortium does fund first-time permits, renewals, assistant, associate, and teacher, and upgrades from one of the lower 3 to one of the upper 3. Once you're on the upper 3 levels, you are on your own for funding. Make sure to print your forms single-sided. Don't print double-sided or back-to-back. You do not need to send in any money with your application. The consortium will fund it. Once they receive your packet, they review it. They'll put the money in and then they forward it on to the Commission on Teacher Credentialing. It can take as long as 3 months to get it back from the Commission, but once your application is received from the Child Development Training Consortium, the Commission will enter you into the website and it'll say application pending. And then once your application is approved, you can log on and see your name and your permit level. The Child Development Training Consortium only funds students one time per program year. So it's really important to know the level that you're going to apply for. If you're really close to being ready for the next level up, you might want to wait until you're at that higher level to apply. For example, if you are taking all 4 core classes right now and you just need to work on the 50 days experience, it would be better to get that 50-day experience and apply the next semester at the associate teacher level, and then you can stay there for the next program year while you're working on your upgrade. The Child Development Training Consortium will only allow applicants to resubmit an incomplete or incorrect application one time. If they send it back to you for a correction and they get it again and there is still a mistake, they will not fund you. You would be responsible for paying the permit fees. A helpful hint is to make a copy of your entire permit packet before you mail it so you have proof of what you mailed. The next page gives you the checklist of everything that you need to submit when you mail in your packet. All the applications are here and they are fillable PDFs, so you'll just type in the box to type out all of your information. No handwritten applications will be accepted. They all need to be typed out. You do need to order official transcripts. Now, these transcripts need to be official, but they can be opened. The consortium wants you to double check that the units are there with a passing grade of C or better. So they advise you to open your transcripts to verify that the coursework is there and then mail them in. So they do need to be official transcripts, but they can be opened. Okay, so this first application here is the stipend request form. So everything that is highlighted, you need to type out the information. Make sure to check the box here for your first time renewal upgrade. what level of the permit you want. For number 14, school age emphasis, we recommend that you check the box for no. If you check the box for yes, it's going to change the coursework that you need. You would have to show the school age classes, which we don't offer anymore. There's not many community colleges that do offer the school age emphasis courses anymore. So we recommend that you check the box for no. You want to work with early childhood, not school age. Once everything is typed out and printed single-sided, you'll sign it and date it right before you mail it. Don't date it because some people hold on to their applications and don't mail them right away. And if it's post-dated too far, the consortium will mail it back to you and ask you to put a current date on it. So it's a wise idea to just put a little post-it note or something where the signature and dates are, and then right before you mail your packet, sign and date everything fresh. Now, the application for credential authorizing public school service is a legal document through the Commission on Teacher Credentialing. There can be no whiteouts or crossouts or corrections on this form. So make sure that you proofread it really carefully before you print it, because if you make a mistake, you're going to have to go back in and retype out the whole form because there is no whiteout, crossouts, or corrections allowed. So same thing, just fill in all the information where it's highlighted. On part 1 is all your personal information. Part 2, this is a drop-down menu, so you'll click in the box and you'll choose either you're a first-time applicant, you're renewing, or you're upgrading. Like I said, most of you will be the first time, but they also have the upgrades and the renewals. Then you'll click here where it says Child Development Permit, and you'll choose the appropriate level. Whatever level you're applying for, just make sure you have it there in the drop-down menu. You can leave all the rest of this blank. These are other kinds of applications and credentials. You just need to fill out the Child Development Permit box. Part 3, you can leave blank if you are a first-time applicant or you're upgrading. This is only for if you are renewing a current permit. So leave part 3 blank if you are a first-time or an upgrade. But you do need to answer all of the professional fitness questions. So read each question carefully and then make sure you click the box for no. If you do have any yeses, you need to fill out the explanation form. So if you scroll back up, you'll see this explanation form. So you would need to explain why you have any yeses checked. But if you are all no responses, then you're fine. If you've ever been dismissed or suspended from a job, if you have any felonies or misdemeanors. So click, click, click. All of those should be answered no. Then for part 5, you check the box here. You understand that you are a mandated reporter of child abuse and neglect if you work with young children, so click the box there. Part 6, you can leave blank. You are not working for an employment agency, a county, or a school district. You're wanting to obtain your permit through you personally, not through an employment agency. And then, again, sign it and date it right before you mail it. This is a legal document, so you are supposed to type in the city, county, not country, county, so LA County or Orange County, and the state where you signed the form. So sign it and date it right before you mail it. This is the request for live scan service. So again, you can type out all of your information here, and this is the form that you will take to the police station to do the live scan service. Even if you have been live scanned before for a job, you need to do it again through the Commission on Teacher Credentialing. I know it's a little bit of a hassle. A lot of us have been fingerprinted for other things, but you need to do it again because it goes straight through the commission. Our campus police does live scan service. You can try your local city police department. Also, some of the UPS or FedEx stores have live scan service, so call around to find a good price. You do need to pay out of pocket for the live scan service, but you need to save your receipt because you can fill out the reimbursement form if you have your original receipt, and the consortium will reimburse you $49. But again, you need to fill out this form completely, everything that's highlighted, and you will receive a reimbursement check in the mail. If you are applying for associate teacher or teacher, you need to fill out the verification of experience. And if you have combined different sites to get your experience requirement, you can have the employer check here if you combine. So say you took practicum, which gives you 18 days of service towards the 50 days for the associate teacher level, and you've also picked up a part-time teacher's aide position to get the total of 50 days. You can print this form twice and have both employers fill it out to reflect the 50 days total. If you did all of your experience at one location, then you just need to fill out this top part that you did all of your hours at one location. It does need to be working with early childhood, so birth to age 5 for your experience component, and make sure that the school information is there and the employer signs for you. We already talked about the reimbursement form, so we'll skip that. This very last form is called a confidential profile for direct service participants, and it's just demographic information. This is the only form that is not a fillable PDF, so you can print it and then you can write your information as neat as possible on this form. Date you were born, highest level of education, it's all just demographic information. So once you have everything typed, you've double checked it for accuracy, there's no mistakes, you are ready to print it, and then you will mail it to the consortium, and their information is on their website. And let's see, sorry, one second, let's pull it up here again. This is the address that you'll mail your packet. Don't forget to put in your transcripts and to include the check for, or the receipt for your fingerprinting. Double check that checklist and make sure you have everything complete, and then you'll mail it off. You'll get a letter from the consortium once they've received your packet. However, you probably will not hear from the commission. You might receive an email when your application is approved, but I recommend folks just go onto the commission's website and check periodically for when your permit is approved. So congratulations, you are well on your way to earning your permit. If you have any questions at all, you can always reach out to any of the full-time faculty and we'll be glad to help you out. But congratulations, take care.